many different ways to buy Bitcoin, but the cheapest and fastest way to buy Bitcoin with cash is with a CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM. CoinFlip ATMs allow anyone to buy Bitcoin with the lowest fees and within just a few steps. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm one of the hundreds of store owners who partner with CoinFlip. In this convenient store, we host a CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM. We earn passive income, more foot traffic, and we get free advertising done by the CoinFlip team. Getting the ATM was easy. We just contact the CoinFlip team at info@coinflip.tech, and they handle everything with no cost to the store owner. This includes installation, maintenance, marketing, and even 24/7 customer service. We just provide a small space within the store. To get your own CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM and join the monetary revolution, contact CoinFlip today. info@coinflip.tech or fill out the form at request.coinflip.tech. 773-800-0106.
Whether you're brand new to cryptocurrency or an expert, Hodl is the app for you. Are you tired of dealing with the exchanges, their unreliability, and high fees? Welcome to the new cryptocurrency standard. Hodl is your one-stop shop for accumulating cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. This is the easiest way for you to accumulate crypto and manage it. Download the Hodl app now. Create your profile, link one or more bank accounts, set up your dashboard, and let Hodl do the rest. It's easy and fast. Hodl provides multiple ways to purchase and accumulate crypto. Included are advanced automated buying features along with direct market buys. You have total control of your money and which cryptocurrencies get purchased, with options including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tether, Ripple, among others. Use the Roundup feature to automatically purchase crypto with your spare change after making everyday purchases. Easily increase your Roundup growth by using the Boost Growth option and boost your Roundups by either 2, 3, or 5 times. The Autopilot feature allows you to purchase crypto based on the amount and frequency you choose. Set it and forget it. Buy and sell in real time. The coins you buy are the coins you get. Hodl holds 100% true blockchain purchases. No downtime. Super secure. Lower fees, and you get 24/7 support. Hodl makes it easy for you to create and manage a diversified cryptocurrency portfolio. Look forward to future enhancements coming soon, as well as additional cryptocurrency options. Download the Hodl app today and get started now.
All right, we're live. Hey, how goes it? If you guys are watching this right now, don't forget to do the retweet, drop a comment, and enter to win. Every day somebody wins Bitcoin, and all you have to do is retweet this and drop a comment. And make sure you follow Shitcoin Hodler. Bishop, my bro, how goes it?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm enjoying the day. It's been a day of technical difficulties, but I'm a Mac user, so I'm kind of getting used to that at this point. Thanks for bearing with me today, man. I appreciate it.
No, it's all right. I'm used to technical difficulties myself.
So,
What I do for work.
oh, okay. So why don't you get us a little bit of background on the Shitcoin Hodler, bro? Like, where do you come from? Where do you go? How do you hodl, Shitcoin Hodler Joe? How did you get into crypto?
Well, my boss at work, he started talking about Bitcoin back when it was on its way up to 1,000. It went to 1,000 and came back down. He was talking about it. I didn't quite understand it. I was like, you got to mine it. How do you mine it? And anyways, he kept talking about it for a while, and then it came back down to like 300. And we started mining it. At that point, I began to understand we were buying like ant miners and stuff like that. At one point, I had like 12 Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? At
Oh, wow.
$300, and to me that was a lot of money. So I dumped it, and I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, honestly. And then, we just kind of messed around with it for a little bit. And then I found Ethereum when it was $9. And I was like, well, this is unstoppable cloud computing. That's valuable. You know what I'm saying? And so I had one GPU that was capable of mining it. So I mined up maybe like 20 of them. And then I just kind of held that. It blew up. I cashed out around $3,000 worth of ETH, and I still didn't know what I was doing really. So I just kind of sat on it, on the money. And then a buddy of mine, he goes, "You're into crypto, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I made a little bit of money on ETH, And he's like, "Well, let me introduce you to my friends." And he put me in his Discord full of people that knew a lot about crypto, and I just kind of followed what they did through the bull market. And I actually made enough money to buy my house off of that initial $3,000. So, and then I saw it peak, and I knew trend lines roughly at that point. I saw it break the parabola that it was making, and then it was coming down. I knew it was coming down, so I cashed out, and that's when I bought my house. And then I've been just kind of watching it ever since. Like, man, what's it doing? You know what I'm saying? And then recently, I got back into it, and the big thing is DeFi. So I was getting into DeFi. I wasn't doing that well. I wasn't losing money, but I wasn't making a lot of money for the time I was putting in. And then I found NFTs, and I've always kind of did art for myself. I got art hanging in my office that I made. I got art here and there for myself, and then I was like, I can make art. Let me do this, and I started doing it. I sold a couple things, and I was like, man, I got to do something nuts to get attention. You know what I'm saying? If people are looking at my crazy thing, they're going to look at my art. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, well, I'll just sell my skin. I didn't know.
Got my fucking attention, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I didn't know that, I didn't know you were out there. I didn't know you had done that. I don't really follow the Twitter crypto and all that until recently. So I didn't know somebody had done it before. So I was
I haven't no, that's the thing. I never did like an NFT for it though, bro. Like I did submit proposals for like several tattoos, but like all of them are like peer-to-peer side deals, but not something like as amazing as what you do, which is like so like, bro, that like idol. Like that is amazing. So I guess like dive into a little bit more about what you're doing with these NFTs when you mean you're selling pieces of your body.
Well, like I just, I kind of mark off an area and put it on as an NFT. People buy it and they tattoo whatever they want. There's some restrictions. I'm not going to put a dick where you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're
obviously,
not. It's not. I'm not going to be able to get like the American History X swastika right on your pecs.
Yeah, no. So I reserve the right to refuse anything because I know people are gonna think of shit that I'm not gonna think of. But the bar is low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not like if you want to put like some like crackhead getting banged out on my back, go for it. It's under my shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna care. But like I do have a job, so like visible tattoos got to kind of stay not graphic or explicit. I'm not going to put racist symbols on me, obviously.
Would you get political?
And,
like, what if Trump himself was like, "Oh shit, I can market on this man's body." Trump goes and buys one of your NFTs and gets a vote for Trump tattoo. Is that on? Is that on or offline?
Well, I'm not political, so probably. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna make him pay a lot of money though, because I know he's rich. You know what I'm saying? And I know people hate you, so you're gonna pay $500,000 for that,
Nice.
But I mean, probably not. I probably wouldn't do political, but
yeah, well, when I saw these
so far,
NFTs though that you were doing, where people could like basically buy like a bicep and get some real like human flesh real estate on the blockchain, was pretty damn interesting, kind of mind blowing to see, like, not just in concept but also in practice. Like, people are buying them and the tattoos are being done. Like, this isn't just like an idea, this is a concept in practice that's happening, which is like really like, congrats, bro, much success, and I hope more to come. And I just recently seen that you're even selling the rights. You tokenized your first and middle name.
Yeah, because like, my name doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I mean, it's got some sentimental meaning, but if I change my legal name, then whatever you change it to, there's going to be thousands of people every day to see it. You know what I'm saying? Paperwork's going across desks, banks. I got a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I got a job, Social Security, all that. People are going to see that name everywhere. To me, I'll still have my own name. People will still call me what they call me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the government calls me. That's just my thing. Like my buddy said, imagine being referred to by your slave name, and
right?
like,
your government
much,
name. I get it. Do you think like what you're doing though? As soon as I saw like your pinned tweet, which I highly recommend if you guys are watching this, head on over to at shitcoinhodler and check out the pinned tweet that Bishop has. When I first saw it, bro, I'm not going to lie, the first fucking thing that it made me think of was, this is the beginning of Idiocracy. Like, this is how we get Nacho Supreme, Frito Olay, fucking Dorito in office someday. You know what I mean? Because eventually we're all going to want some money. And eventually, I want to steal your fucking idea. Like, I so badly want to think, I'm just going to do it. I want to do it. And I'm like, a lot of people may follow in Bishop's footsteps. This could be the start of shit, Idiocracy. Have you thought about that? Like, is that like something you thought of?
I mean, no. I mean, I was just, I figured somebody might buy it to name me after their company or something like that. But what I really hope happens is somebody buys it to name me something stupid.
Like Craig Wright, Bishop.
yeah, like that, or somebody was talking about just buying it just to delete my first and middle name so that my name's just Bishop.
Just delete it. That's actually really funny. I'm just gonna burn it. I'm gonna buy it and burn it.
But yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm hoping for. But whatever happens. I say I'll take whatever. As long as a judge will take it, then I'll take it. There's no restrictions on the name. There are.
I guess it's. Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess on the name, the only restrictions would be up to the municipality at that point, because I don't think you can legally name yourself Adolf Hitler or some shit like that.
No, you can't do. The restrictions on names in the U.S. are you can't be doing it to hide. So that's the biggest restriction. That's why you.
You have to post it in a public newspaper too, like every day for like 2 weeks or something like that. I think right before you even change your name, you have to like publicize the fact that you're doing. There's like a lot of weird things involved, because I kind of looked into it for changing my last name, and I guess because of like the whole public persona thing, I used to be in the same boat as you, where I was like, I don't care about my name that much, and now it's like,
Yeah.
well, my name is kind of my brand. I didn't go with like shitcoin hodler as like a username. I was like, oh, my mom gave me a pretty good username. I'll use that one, Kenneth Bozak. It wasn't very creative.
Yeah, I mean, like, and then the restrictions are dumb. You can't you can't name yourself after a celebrity or public figure, because they'll construe that as an attempt to deceive. You can't be vulgar, which I feel like Adolf Hitler would fall into.
Yep.
Vulgar. You know what I'm saying? And then ultimately it is up to the judge. And then you can't name yourself punctuation marks or numbers. So
Prince found a way to
pretty
do
much
himself into a symbol. So I'm
Yeah, but
curious if that would be
that
possible.
wasn't a real. He gamed the system to do that, because reading the rules, I figured it out. His symbol wasn't a punctuation mark or a number. You know what I'm saying? So
I guess he got away with saying he created his own language, and that was like his name in his language, like a hieroglyph.
Yeah. That's probably that's where I'd put it. But
So why
reading the rules is.
So why Rarible? Because I saw that you're using like the Ethereum NFTs instead of things like Wax or like Digibyte or whatever like that. I'm just curious, like, why'd you decide to go with that blockchain or that type of an NFT design?
Well, I was really into the Base Money community, and the Ghouls, the creators of Base Money, they released NFTs on Rarible, and that's how I found Rarible. So I just went straight to that. I don't really use the other blockchains. I've thought about it, but Ethereum's just most popular. You know what I'm saying? Everybody uses it, so there's more exposure on Ethereum.
Well, with what you're doing, I think it's more of a quality thing too. Like, Rarible is a higher end marketplace for NFTs as opposed to something like Wax kind of being like the gift shop to Rarible being more like an art museum. It seems like way more legit art when you're on Rarible, and like things like Wax or other NFT blockchains, for right now at least, seem kind of like novelty.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of novelty on Rarible too. The real art comes from not saying Rarible's fake art, but the best art, I believe, comes from Super Rare, Known Origin, Maker's Place, things like that. The exclusive clubs that I haven't even applied to because, I'm not into curated art. I like the anarchy, the Wild West. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like Rarible. I haven't really, the only other platform I've used is Blockchain Art Exchange, and they just launched a new platform, and I put some pieces on there. And they're, it's open for everyone. That's why I like it. They can't tell you no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't need anyone's permission to go into the gallery and hang up your art. Really, it's sort of chaos meets order when you look at these platforms. It is like a perfect example of like self-regulation or self-governance, because you'll see people pop up with scams or copyrighted like NFTs, and it's flagged pretty quickly on these platforms nowadays.
Yeah, and it's chaotic. The butter's churning, but the cream rises to the top.
Yeah, have you had any issues though? I was curious because even like BitBoy and myself, everybody has like knockoffs being made of their shit. Have you had anybody buy like an NFT and think that they bought a piece of real estate and then realized, oh, somebody scammed me, I guess I got a fake NFT? Or have you had to deal with any issues like that?
No, somebody's copied my tattoo project already. That's the only thing. And I'm just like, whatever, if they want the dollar store brand, they can buy the dollar store brand. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
For 5 times as much, apparently,
What? Yeah, wait, hold on. So basically they took your idea and they're charging 5 times more to do it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's 5 times, but it's way more. Like, none of mine I've priced over 4 or 5 ETH. You know what I'm saying? And
respect.
And I price it based on size and pain. You know what I'm saying? So 4 or 5 ETH is a big, painful spot.
Gotcha. Which is respectable. That's not, being insane. And I can see that's why people actually buy them. You're not setting it at a ridiculous price. You're kind of setting it at a price where people could afford to meme. That's what's happening.
Yeah, yeah, and that's great. Already got a Pepe.
That was cool. As soon as I saw the Pepe, I actually joined their Wax Telegram the other day, and I was like, genius move.
Yeah, I got two from YF Link, two Anons. They contacted me through Proton Mail, and we're just, and they were like, here's the design. I worked it out, set up the appointments. It was really busy at that point. So it took a little while. And then, when it was done, I sent them the picture. They're like, all right, don't email us back because I'm not going to use this address anymore. I'm like,
Yep.
great, awesome.
Leave that to the Kirby gang.
Yeah,
So,
I got Kirby too.
no, dude, I'm loving it. I mean, guys, if you're interested, check out his Twitter account right now to check out some of the pictures of his art that he got tattooed on him through these NFT campaigns. I mean, I know it sucks that somebody like stole your shit without at least paying homage, bro. Like that's why I didn't even want to mention
Well,
I
they
wanted to do
did.
something like this until I had you on the podcast because
Yeah.
I have six or something tattoos that I've done proposal type of things for, but I honestly never thought to make an NFT for it. I've always had in my mind I could make my own shitcoin like on Waves Network, or I could make my own shitcoin on name the blockchain, Ethereum, or now even Bitcoin Cash. I made Ken on SLP. I could like,
Yeah.
all right, so I could tokenize me in that sense, and I've always visualized, well, if somebody wants to sponsor the podcast, like Chain Games, where it's on the screen right now in the corner, you have to buy 10,000 Ken coin from the exchange and then send them to me instead of sending me Bitcoin. And
Yeah.
that's when like I was like, all right, so I could monetize and tokenize myself in that direction. I am so disappointed in my mind's eye that I did not think to tokenize my body to do the tattoo system with, because I've already been doing tattoos in this space, and I'm just thank you, thank you for
Hey,
this.
well, go for it, man. Just
I feel like
give
we
me a
should do
shout out.
I feel like we should do a collab part where we have like a part of each where we can get like half of a tattoo, and then when we meet up we can put it
Yeah.
together or something.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. I'm almost out of space on my arms. The ones that are on there, the ones that I have on Rarible right now, that's basically the last of my arms. I have 20 something tokens out there. I'm getting my sixth tattoo this week. And nobody else has contacted me. So people are actually speculating on it on my skin, which was that was the goal of the project, was to be like, can I make myself a market?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was
It's
actually
my-
going to
it's-
get into that too, because I'm like, I could just buy a piece of your flesh, hodl it for a few years, at maybe sell it at a premium than I paid for it, because people are going to want some of that sweet real estate that is very limited.
Yeah, it's limited and it's getting rarer, because the more tattoos I get, the less space is available. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that sucks is like my right arm, there's a big blank spot on it right now, and that person is holding, and they have it listed higher than I've listed any other spot. You know what I'm saying? So, that one's not going to go for a while. So I'm going to end up with a blank spot on my arm for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? When everything else is covered, that spot's going to be blank.
What if they lost their keys? What if they bought that NFT and they lost their keys to it?
Then I've thought about that, and I'm like, 30 years down the road, well, it's listed for sale, so they could buy it from themselves, I guess.
That is true. That is actually true. If they set it up on OpenSea, right? I mean, you're right. It is possible. Set it, forget it.
Yeah, it's on Rarible. So Rarible is just, buy it now.
That's what I
there's
meant.
no
I
auction,
said
nothing like
OpenSea.
that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so used to OpenSea being like the
Yeah,
only fucking pony in town.
Oh yeah, they're listed on OpenSea too. I don't list them on OpenSea, but they are listed on OpenSea because I liked Rarible. It's where I first came in. It's getting better. There's been bugs, there's been issues, with the community and all that, but they have a tough time listening to the community, which is understandable because they blew up and it was just a couple people, you know.
Yeah, that's the
And
curse and a benefit too, is how quickly Rarible blew up. It's very unfortunate because
yeah,
any project that goes from a crawler to sprinter is going to have a hard time running, and a lot of people
yeah,
are holding Rarible to high expectations for such an early on project just because of
yeah.
the FOMO momentum that's happening.
Well, they're doing they're doing a pretty good job keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Some things could be better, but I think they're holding it together. Better than some small teams would. Some of them, some people. I've seen crypto projects with 3 to 5 people team. They blow up and then they rug pull just because
Hmm.
they couldn't keep up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not certain that that's the reason, but that's what it seems like sometimes. They're like, I can't keep up, so let me just take all the money and run.
I haven't
And
gotten any rug pull tattoos yet, but I know somebody will eventually sponsor me to get one. Have you worried about having anything like that, where it's like a BitConnect tattoo or something, but it's not BitConnect yet?
well, the only one tattoo I've turned down was a straight logo, and I was like, I'm not gonna get a straight logo. This is an art project. It has to be creative. You know what I'm saying? The first YF Link tattoo, he just wanted me to get the YF Link logo, and I was like, you got, I'll get a YF Link related tattoo, but you got to make it creative. Like it's. And so he was like, oh well, I don't know how to draw or nothing like that. So I actually commissioned an artist for him to draw something up, and he came up with this Ouroboros snake that's eating its own tail, infinity thing,
Yeah, the
and
Infinity
it
thing's
fits
sick. I
in.
like the concept.
Yeah, and it's got the YF Link, the arrows circling around, and it's got Semper YFL, the Link Marines. So
So when you commission these things, or I guess even like your tattoo artist that you go to, do you like, kind of tell them what's up and, try to on ramp them into what you're into, or do you kind of just leave the crypto thing at home and not really like shill
I
as
mean,
much?
well, I've talked to them about it. I haven't tried to get them into it. One of the artists though did ask me about Rarible and getting his art on there, and I told him about it last time. I'm not sure if he ever checked it out or not, but I'll see him next time. The shop has this system where you can roll dice, and you roll it like 3 or 4 times for 3 or 4 different elements for a tattoo, and then the artist will draw something up, and you just leave it up to chance and get what he draws.
Oh, I love that. I was talking to my artist when I got the coin flip thing right here on my chest. I kind of told him, like, I put a proposal out there to the internet, and the company was like, "Hey, DM us and we work something out." And he was like, "Wow, it's really?" And I'm like, "Dude, like, imagine, how like Friday the 13th is for tattoo shops, right? You can go in and get like for a free Friday the 13th tattoo, like a little black cat
Yeah,
or a hat, a witch's hat, whatever, a tombstone." I'm like, well,
yeah,
imagine a Bitcoin Pizza Day for tattoo parlors where I can come in and get a free Bitcoin tattoo or a free slice of pizza tattoo or X, Y, and Z. And then I tried to get them kind of realizing like there is a community behind this, just like the Friday the 13th kind of has a community behind it. And I'm trying to
yeah,
convince my artist who I got art from to create similar but kind of almost opposite of what you're doing. I want my
yeah,
artist to make a tattoo and then tokenize it so I could go to Rarible, buy the tattoo for say $400 as an NFT, and then I could either burn it or transfer it to him and get the tattoo physically done by redeeming the NFT, or I could speculate on it and nobody can get that tattoo from that artist until I transfer that NFT to them and they redeem it at the shop to get the tattoo. So I think
that's a
that's
great
pretty
idea.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea. There's an artist right now called NF Tattoo on Twitter who's doing some really sick flash tattoo designs. Maybe you could get him into that.
Yeah, I want to
But yeah,
go to one
about
of these art exhibit tattoo shows and try to shill NFTs because I think every
yeah,
artist has a potential to make something in this space right now, especially
oh yeah,
independent, artists that and tattoo artists. They're drawing 90 things a day that are
yeah,
unique and putting it in their portfolio, and nobody ever gets to see it unless they walk into the shop. And even
mhm,
when they do see it, sometimes like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got hold on, let me pull this up. I got this print actually because I was gonna get a tattoo, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get the print because I mean, I'll get the tattoo eventually, but let me buy the artwork. So I actually bought this from a tattoo artist to get a tattoo, and I was like, I didn't get it yet, but I have the art, so it's almost like a coupon for it. I already paid for the commissioned art. Now I just have to pay for the rest to physically get done, but that could be tokenized.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Yeah, and
NFT artists, though, I'm gonna have to look into them and see. Did they actually do the tattoos, or they just draw like tattoo styled art in NFTs?
They draw tattoo style art NFTs.
Okay.
It's NF Tattoo at NF Tattoo on Twitter.
It kind of makes me think of those like washable tattoos or whatever, and NFT tattoos where you could get like the bubblegum machine like tattoo and kind of like rub it on your arm with water. It's like, I could print out one of these NFTs, take it to a tattoo parlor, and have them put it on me.
Yeah, so somebody else was telling me about temporary tattoos that last like a year. You put it in with, you tattoo it with a needle, but the ink fades a lot faster than a normal tattoo, and 12 months later it's gone. And they were like, why don't you get your tattoos with that? That way you can sell it again in a year. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cheating. You know what I'm saying?
You know what would be really funny? To sell another NFT for double the price for a laser removal. Or whatever the price is. So, like, if somebody buys a space on your body to get a tattoo, I could come in and pay extra after the tattoo just to get it laser removed.
so having battles. Look, I will never...
That's what I'm trying to say. We can gamify this, bro. We can make your body the first world physical human video game ever played.
I've had tattoo removal done, and I will never do it again. If like tattoos are not that painful. Tattoo removal is like getting a tattoo and fast forward like 8 times in a year. You know what I'm saying?
People without tattoos will never understand, man. And I don't trust anybody, and maybe you'll resonate with this. I've always said this. I don't trust a person that tells me a tattoo didn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean they hurt, but it's not like breaking your leg.
No, but it definitely hurts. It's not like
it hurts. Yeah,
right, exactly.
And healing hurts worse than getting the tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Tell that to my rib cage. My rib cage.
Oh yeah. I've had my stomach. I had my stomach tattooed when I was younger, and that hurt. That hurt real bad. Yeah. So there are spots that really hurt, and then but like arms, they sting, and then your endorphins kick in, they go numb, and then they start getting sore when they have to go back over the same spots. And then, the real soreness is like the next 3-4 days afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if
it hurts, but it hurts. Yeah. But I've felt way worse pain than a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I mean, even the painful spots, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've broken my leg twice, so I definitely know more pain than a tattoo. But it definitely doesn't not hurt, though. Is what I'm getting at. People are like, no, this didn't hurt or something. Like, if you tell somebody that doesn't have a tattoo that tattoo didn't hurt, it's like instant scam.
Yeah, you gotta go mind over matter getting a tattoo, because your instinct is to not want to do it once they get started.
You know how I do it with the mind over matter thing, dude? I don't visualize the gun as a needle at all. In my mind, I visualize it as, and maybe, I don't know, I was at a weird fucking sadistic middle school growing up, right? So I don't know if everybody had to go through this traumatic childhood experience, but people would take a ballpoint pen and rub it on the desk, and then they tap you with it on the back of your neck or something when you were like sitting in class, and it would just get the pen really hot. So like in my mind, it's just somebody got a really warm pen and they're just drawing on me. And that's what I try to visualize the entire time I'm getting a tattoo, is it's just a warm pen. It's just a warm pen. And I don't know. That's my...
I relate it to sunburn. You know what I'm saying? So when it starts to hurt, I'm like, oh, it ain't nothing but a sunburn. It ain't nothing but a sunburn, you know?
Yeah, I don't have a happy place, but I have a mindset that I go to where I'm just like, this isn't what it is. It's not.
Yeah. It's easier. Yeah, even just like, oh man, I could fall asleep right now.
Have you ever tapped out? I tapped out one time, bro, and it was my ribs right here. I'm supposed to get this all colored in, and it's supposed to be like a circuit board and shit, but I tapped out, man. I was like, I can't get this colored in right now, and I never went back.
I haven't tapped out yet. I almost tapped out on my gut, but I was like 16 when I got the one on my gut,
Holy
and it
shit!
it
You
was
started
with
off with hardcore mode.
oh yeah, I mean been getting tattoos since I was 13, and
16. This was my first one right here, and in high
hey
school,
look.
everybody thought I was a badass because I was a 16-year-old with a tattoo, and I was like, I'm actually emancipated and I have a full-time job. Okay, like get on my level, sophomores.
Yeah, the one on my gut though, it was a homemade gun. I made the gun. And then the guy tattooed me. We didn't have a needle, so we took a paper clip and sharpened it on a stone and then heated it up red hot and dipped it in alcohol. And that's
Oh
how we
my god.
sanitized
What you used to
it.
make the gun? I've made guns before for my friends. Actually, I've never had it used on me, but I've made them for my friends to use. And I've always went to like Toys R Us and just bought one of those like cheap RC race cars and used the
Yeah.
motor system out of that and like a bent fork and shit.
Yeah. Well, the best design I ever came up with, you take a mechanical pencil, an Allen wrench, and then you get the electric motor from Radio Shack because they
Ah,
come right out. You just buy the motor, and I zip tie the mechanical pencil to the long end of the Allen wrench and the motor to the short end. Put a button like a shirt button on it, and then or you can use a pencil eraser as well, and because that makes the needle move a lot less, which is better, believe it or not.
it
And
doesn't
then you
bounce.
use a
Yeah.
yeah, and then the paper clip, you put a needle or a few needles on the end of it, and then wrap it real tight with sewing thread, and then that will hold it to the needle, typically long enough to get the tattoo. So, and
Yeah.
then you can attach a 9 volt power pack, like from like a charger or something like that, or you can attach a 9 volt battery. You have to get a 9 volt motor because everything 9 volts just
Yeah.
common.
I hope you kids are listening.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah. No.
It's
Try it
a,
at your
it's a,
friend's house instead.
it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. All my tattoos before I started this were terrible.
Oh
Homemade
yeah, I feel
jailhouse
you
style
on that, man.
tattoos.
I got a tattoo on my foot of a cockroach at my friend's house just because. It was one of those situations where it was like everybody in the house got tattoos from this one specific friend because we were all just trying to support their tattoo career, right? And they needed
Yeah,
flesh for their resume that they could take to a shop and say, "Here's my work." So we
yeah,
all like donated flesh to our friends, portfolio. I
yeah,
donated my foot, and I got
yeah,
a
yeah.
cockroach on my foot, and it's still there. Right? It's like a big
But
old cockroach.
I would get that though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You know how
down
many
for that.
times when I first got it, I got stoned, completely forgot I had the tattoo on my foot, and would see it and just frantically shake my foot, like, get off of me! And then had the sober realization that, oh yeah, that's a tattoo. Quite often, actually.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
So
But
I
yeah,
wanted
you
to,
like
I wanted to get
about the
in.
rug pull thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
asked me, I forgot to answer. So I got the blue Kirby tattoo, and I kind of got tight with him after getting that tattoo, and everybody out there is like blue Kirby rug pulled. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of got a rug pull tattoo because everybody believes it. He didn't. He didn't rug pull. He got doxxed and got depressed. And I want to set the record straight on this. He got doxxed and it made him depressed because they harassed the shit out of him. And so he shut down his personal Twitter, and the project that he was working on, it was continuing. It's still continuing under another name, but he's no longer involved. He's actually back on Twitter now with a locked account, but
Right. No, I
but
saw that, and I wanted to touch on that too, where it's a lot of the times what happens with these fucking witch hunts are they become self-fulfilling prophecies, where they
yeah,
scream, scam, they witch hunt, you call a fucking horse a duck enough, eventually the horse will quack and try to swim and shit, right? Like,
yeah,
the community went out of their way to make what they wanted to happen have happened, at least as far as they could go, and they're gonna
yeah,
hang on to that thread that they pulled until it runs out of space, unfortunately.
yeah,
And it's fucked up to see something like that happen in general. I don't care if it's, you know, I don't care if it is a malicious person or not. Like, you just don't dox somebody. It's not, that is, I don't
Yeah,
know.
and
It's
it was
it's against everything that we stand for as a crypto community, bro. Like, imagine if we
yeah.
did this shit to Satoshi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was fucked up, and he, I talked to him through it all, and he was like, "Look, I just need some time. I'm getting." He refunded everybody who wanted a refund for the off blue thing. You know what I'm saying? And then that was that.
I can respect that, and I feel like the community should, but they won't because you can't. The haters are haters because that's what they enjoy. It's just you're never gonna
Yeah,
turn them into fans, but they
yeah.
really
And
are
like I said,
fans of hate. That's where you got them, so enjoy it.
yeah. And I told him I was like, "Listen, dude. 3 weeks from now, nobody will remember that shit."
Big
And then
facts.
yeah, and just don't worry about it. And so
Well,
there it lies. And I still love my blue Kirby tattoo.
I think it's the cutest one you got. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much. It's
yeah,
definitely the most adorable tattoo, and I'm curious to see
yeah,
if any of the crypto community people pop in and like chip in because I would love to see like a community effort where I don't know, like I've tokenized NFTs before, so like there's the Nifty box. It's one NFT that if you hold it, you get airdrops of other NFTs. And I was like,
yeah,
well, it's $1,000 for this one NFT. So I bought one and then I tokenized it so 20 people could have a share of it. And
yeah,
kind of want to apply thoughts like that to something like what you're doing, where I could buy one of your spots. I could then tokenize that so 20 people could have a share of it, and then us 20 owners of that tokenized share could vote on or try to maybe have a little piece of that space. So
yeah,
it could be
yeah,
almost like a mosaic of some sort.
yeah. A collaboration. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I want to
And
see this. I want to see the community. I want to put that out there, you guys. Like, he's right. 3 or 4 ETH may be a lot, but between 4 people, 1 ETH ain't that much to have like a community collabed artwork done on somebody's body.
Yeah, and the name thing too. I was like, a couple people have suggested pooling together to name me something, and then one person suggested buying it and sharding it. You know what I'm saying? And then you could all vote together on what to name me. You know what I'm saying? And
The bishop
then I'm gonna,
governance token.
then I'll end up, Bodie McBoatface.
That's exactly what would happen, but then you might get some votes for president. I feel like Bodie McBoatface may actually get some write-ins this year. What was it? The 4 years ago, it was D's Nuts who got like what 5 or 6 million write-ins. That could actually be a really good name, D's Nuts Bishop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm down for anything. I don't know if that'll be approved, but we might be able to sneak it through on the fact that walnuts and macadamia nuts. You know what I'm saying? And I'd have to make a few NFTs of nuts. That way, I can be like, it's for my art career. You know what I'm saying?
You want to hear a nutty joke?
Sure.
What do you call nuts on a chest?
Just nuts.
All right. What do you call nuts on your chin?
Just
These
kicking your mouth.
nuts. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 5-year-old joke. I haven't got a chance. There's never been an opportunity where I could like segue into that joke in adulthood. I had to take advantage of it. Otherwise, that joke would have died with my childhood. I got to relive it one last time. I wanted to get into the future of your tokenized lifestyle, bro. Like, you started with like the tattoos and the flesh, and you're getting more involved with now tokenizing your name rights. Is there anything that you have been looking for or looking towards? Maybe like, I'm not saying like a roadmap or whatever, like the fucking white paper or something, but is there anything that you would like to do or haven't done yet that you're looking forward to tokenize?
Not really, but I've been brainstorming, trying to think of something, because when I did the tattoos, everybody loved it, and then I was like, I need to think of something to top it. So I did the name, and now I'm like, man, well, what the hell am I gonna do to top that? You know what I'm saying? And it's got, some people have made suggestions to me, and like one person suggested to me, hey, why don't you tokenize LSD trips? Like, you'll trip for somebody and meditate on what they want you to meditate on, and then bring any wisdom back.
Whoever the fuck did that, I want to be their friend. Add me.
that, that would be cool, but A, it's your idea, and B, I don't think I'm down for that many trips that rapidly. You know what I'm saying?
You could set it at a an increasing price. Maybe it's the first trip's 1,000, the second trip is 2, the third trip is 3, the fourth trip is 4,000. By the end of 2021, maybe you have 50 grand and no brain cells left.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think the knowledge I'm going to bring back is going to be very useful to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. It's really hard to interpret a trip. I don't know if you have indulged, but I have gone through the portal myself many times, trying to bring back what you've perceived and what you've learned. It's not something that you can gift to somebody. That's something that they have to experience firsthand. Trying to explain a psychedelic experience, try explaining like how the sun hurts your eyes when you stare at it to a blind person. You know what I mean? It's like you can't explain things that you have to physically go through. And that's a psychedelic experience everybody should go through at least one. And it's probably when you think you shouldn't. Like, a lot of the times I run into people that are like, oh, no, I'm not in the right headspace. I'm not feeling like, I'm a little whatever, not as happy as that. I'm like, this is probably the best time to trip. Like, waiting for a good time to trip is probably the least medicinal opportunity to do it.
Oh yeah, if you're in a great mood, you're gonna have fun. If you're in a terrible mood, you're gonna learn something about yourself on a deep level, And sometimes it's not that fun, you know what I'm saying? But you will take something away from it, guaranteed. Like I've discovered my greatest fears on psychedelics, and it's, I didn't even really know they were there until it was just kind of ripped out of my head and put in front of my face, like, what if this happens? And I'm like, holy shit, that would be the worst fucking possible thing that could happen to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it was not a great time at all, but at the, the next day, it gave me a lot to think about. So,
I've had things to think about for many days after experiences like that, where I just have to tap out. Maybe call it a work, not hang out with a few friends, not watch TV because I don't want to taint the experience for, a day or two, and kind of soberly meditate into what I experienced when I wasn't sober, and try to, it's almost like a journal when you're sleeping and you wake up, dream journal. I sort of try to go through that, except I don't write it all down. I just try to remember it and relive it in a sober mindset, and try to really see what it is that I was supposed to learn and what I did and didn't get out of it, or didn't realize at that time. But that was actually a really cool idea that somebody threw your way. I'll throw one into the ring if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I personally always dream. I mean, like, dude, I'll tell you, this is ever since I seen the Truman Show. I want to be Truman. Me. I and I found out that this is like a phenomenon. Once you've watched the Truman Show, there is a thing that happens to people. This is like a real phenomenon that you start to feel as if you are in this scripted reality, and what you're a part of isn't real. And there's some people that have gone so deeply into that like Truman mindset after seeing that movie that they had to go to like therapists, and their therapists had to like fly them to another country so they could realize they weren't in a dome and shit. Like I had the opposite. I'm like, I really fucking hope that everyone's watching me right now, because this is awesome. Watch me do a backflip, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. It'd be cool to see you tokenize your life in the sense, and I've seen people do this outside of crypto, so this isn't like a new idea. I have seen it, but I'm tokenizing their idea. You could tokenize your breakfast, so like it could be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if I own the NFT to your breakfast, I could just make you eat whatever I wanted each day, or I could just say, all right, Fruity Pebbles for breakfast forever.
No, I see. That's one thing. I wouldn't do that. I might do it like each token gets one breakfast. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm down to eat anything, even if it's nasty, but I'm not down to eat it every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that would be a cool concept, right? To tokenize your life itself, right? Yeah. Like, do you go to the park? Like, I always thought about doing things like near-death experience tokens, right? But I didn't think to do it in an NFT way. I always just ERC20, not an ERC 721, right? I wasn't thinking the art aspect of it. But I've
Yeah.
always thought about making a token that if somebody were to buy it, I would go skydiving, or I would go swimming with a shark, or I would do like these stunts or whatever based on
Yeah.
like the NFT or coin that somebody bought. And I don't know. There's people that do this outside of crypto. Again, they're just like, I don't know, like reality.
Yeah, it would be a great
bloggers.
idea. Have you ever heard of Randonautica?
No.
It's an app, and you download it, and it's supposed to use some sort of quantum algorithm to bring you somewhere to see your desires. But really, what it does is it gives you a random location to go to within 15 minutes of you. You know what I'm saying? Go check this out. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to think on how to tokenize something to that respect. You know what I'm saying?
That would be cool. So tokenizing like a travel, like I could send your ass to China.
Yeah, or even like I thought about, 1 mile per token down any road. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can have me walk 20 miles down this creepy ass road if you want me to. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
or
people do this with charity walks. I've done a charity.
Yeah.
I've done the AIDS walk 3 years in a row when I was in high school. My own, I didn't finish high school, so the only 3 years I was there, each year I did an AIDS walk to raise money for AIDS campaign, and I went door to door asking people to sponsor my miles, give me like $1 per mile or whatever per mile, and I would always get a decent amount. I mean, dude, it was like a fucking 20-mile walk, so I usually did pretty well for my class raising because I was a door to door shiller and I was shilling myself. And I wanted people to give me money, so I hustled, and I think you're onto something because people do that today. Like you'll hey, give me $1 a mile, and I'll run 100 miles to make $100. And if 100 people do this, I can make a hell of a lot more than $100 off of 100 miles when everybody's giving me $1.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking one person, sending me somewhere that means something to them, or somewhere that they're scared to go, so that I can record it and let them know that ain't nothing to be scared of. Sending me through like the Baltimore ghetto is probably not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's the only thing that
you'll end up.
That's
what's
the
that?
only thing that I've.
No, what's that movie? It isn't Die Hard or what? It's I can't remember the movie with Samuel L. Jackson, and I think it was I can't remember his name now. Bruce Willis, maybe? I don't know. He was in New York City and he had this sign on. It was like, I hate N-word or whatever.
Oh my God.
And they had to like defuse a bomb or something. It was the craziest movie. It's like fucking probably like 30 years old. But that's what that made me think of. Somebody's just going to have you travel through like a bad area with like a random t-shirt on that's trying to get you shot.
Oh yeah. I'm not, put me in all blue and send me through a red area. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's things you have to worry about when it comes to like game theory. But that's really, I mean, honestly, even the bad actors are going to have to pay you to find out that they fucked up trying to be a dickhead. So it's not like, I wouldn't think anybody would be like, oh, Bishop's a scammer, Shitcoin hodler, he didn't get the swastika tattoo on his pecs like Ken wanted. I'm like, I don't think anybody would blame you for just saying, you know what, I got your money, you bought the NFT, you're trying to be an asshole, forget it. I got your money, you got the NFT, come back to me with a better idea when you get one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in the description. You know what I'm saying? That I can turn it down for any reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people are going to think of reasons that I didn't think of, but I've turned one down just for lack of creativity. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else has really even tried to be an asshole about it. I got some silly designs, but they're artistically silly. You know what I'm saying? They're creative, and people say memes aren't art, but I am a firm believer that memes are art. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's throwaway art. You make a meme, you send it out there, you don't get credit for it. It's not your meme anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like street art. You've made it, and then the rain washes it away.
Yeah, no, I get it. So. It's a lot like cave wall art too, It's like the original anonymous art right there. It's like nobody really signed their artwork on the cave walls. They just made art and left it there for people to discover. Yeah, that's how memes are, and they're very culturally historic. Like, you know, the concept of the meme isn't just, you know, because the internet exists. Humans have been memeing media and news for since ever. There's always been memes.
When we were, you know, I don't know how old you are, but when I was in younger grades in school before the internet, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know, we had jokes that went around the school. It was the same joke. Everybody knew it, and it was funny every time somebody told it.
Do you know the first visual meme? Not really, but I think it technically is the first visual meme. It's that weird S that everybody drew in school growing up with the six line. That was like a meme that we like, you know, was like a phenomenon.
Yeah, the S, the little 3D box as well.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I learned how to draw that, and I thought I was the most clever artist in my grade. I was like, I'm gonna be a Scooby-Doo artist when I grow up because I could draw a 3D box.
yeah. And you know, it's like there's the people who know and the people who don't know, you know. And the people who don't know are like, man, I wish I could draw the box, you know.
That's a good point, actually.
I wish I could draw the S, yeah. And you know, memes are the same way. You know, some people, especially older people, they'll look at a meme and be like, I don't get it. And you're like, yeah, but everybody else does. You know?
That's actually the better memes here when like, and that's a good tell of like a personality too. A lot of people will tell you like, oh, you know, look at somebody's like, you know, music or the political perspectives or X, Y, and Z to find out like who somebody is. I think it's more their like meme ability is to me like a real tell of who you are culturally, right? Like if we do or don't get along will probably be depending on if you do or don't get this meme I'm about to tweet. Yeah, the inside jokes are more visual than verbal now, but there's still like that cultural inside tribal joke, and it's like once you get the joke, you're instantly like one of us. Like, oh, you get it, and then you go and tell it until somebody else gets it, and it grows a community around it. That's why I think memes have that intrinsic value that is pushed into a financial sector like the tokenized NFTs is. People do genuinely value memes. Like I see a unique meme, and if it makes me feel better or laugh or whatever resonates with like a ideology that I have, like I instantly want like that has value. I mean I can own this or I could contribute to it. That's in human nature. We see somebody like Banksy do art. We want Banksy's Bitcoin address. We know he's already rich, but we still want to support people like that.
Yeah. And that's like Based money. That's what got me into it. The whole community is built on memes, you know.
Yeah, Based is lit, bro. Based has the best marketing. If Bitcoin had Based marketing team, Bitcoin would already be mainstream. Like, I love what they're up to.
There's no marketing team. It's all community driven. You know what I'm saying? The ghouls, you know, they built the website and then the community took over, and that's what built the community. Was the community, you know. A few people were drawn in by the aesthetic. You know, the memers show up, started making memes. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, a meme is what made Bitcoin, dude. Think about it. The original Bitcoin meme is some douchebag spent 10,000 Bitcoin on 2 large pizzas. What an idiot. Like, not literally. This is not how I really feel, but that's how people are going to look at it. And that's why they like kind of jump in. Is like, that has to be a joke, right? 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. That's like millions of dollars.
Yeah, well, you know, back then it was a couple cents among friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, they're trading it around to each other, and then other people are like, oh, what is this? You know, and you know, we all thought about it when we were kids. How do you make digital money? You know what I'm saying? When everything digital, you can copy the file, you know what I'm saying? And these guys figured it out without really, you know, putting it out there. They figured it out. And then they were discovered. You know, it's not like they went out promoting well, you know, a couple promoters got involved, you know, like Charlie Shrem and all them, you know.
Roger Revere and some of the people. But they were really just fans. That's the community again, really.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they were found and then they were shared. You know, it's not like they went and said, let me buy ad space on Facebook and this and that, you know, and now everybody on earth knows what Bitcoin is. You know what I'm saying? They have at least heard of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have mass awareness for sure. Mass
Yeah.
adoption's coming, but we have mass awareness already here.
Yeah, yeah. People, people know I'm into it, and they ask me all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, I'm not the technical. You know what I'm saying? Super technical. To them, I'm the tech guy, so I should understand it all. But I
Yeah.
don't fully understand it all. I got the abstract. I got the white paper, but you put the code in front of me, and I'm not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell it to my
Uh,
friends all the time. It's like, especially my car friends that I can kind of relate it to. I'm like, look, man, I get it. It looks like I know how to like rebuild the transmission of blockchain, but like if this thing broke, I couldn't fix any of it. I just know how to use
yeah,
it. Put me
yeah,
behind the wheel and I could drive a Bitcoin, but I can't
yeah,
fix it if something went wrong. I'm at the
yeah,
mercy of much smarter people.
yeah, yeah. But
But I
and
think
that,
your story actually is like a true inspiration to that, right? Like you don't have to be a fucking PhD, developer, coder, or whatever to really take advantage of this. You started
yeah,
mining very early, may have FOMO'd out or whatever and cashed out,
yeah,
but you were still there to take chances in this, and you didn't have to read or you didn't have to get like a medical degree or a PhD in physics or anything like crazy. I try to tell people
yeah,
like I'm a high school dropout who smokes weed, and I just figured out how to use Bitcoin as money, and I found out how to use money as money to make money for it being money. Like I, I don't know. I found out like a cheat code with money, but it's not like I understand it to the technical side. I just get the hustle
yeah,
side. Like I used to sell weed,
yeah,
now I sell Bitcoin. Same shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't. That's what I'm saying. There's so many opportunities in Bitcoin. Trading Bitcoin. That was one of the first opportunities, but there's more opportunities, and there's more opportunities arising, such as NFTs. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? The technology itself is a foundation for a whole new ecosystem of not only finance, but almost all multimedia in general, and information technology all around. And the things we use today that aren't crypto based, in the future they're going to be running on crypto based software. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yep.
Because the internet's big trust problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And even with art, there's a trust problem in the physical. Even with money, there's counterfeit money floating around. You know what I'm saying? There's no counterfeit Bitcoins. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have Bitcoin in your wallet, it's Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? There's no counterfeit. And with the art, you know where it came from, who's owned it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's been pedigreed by this collector and that collector. You know what I'm saying? And so that collector's got great taste. Things he buys go up in value. He's selling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying it from him because it's probably going to continue to go up. You know what I'm saying?
That's and there's an opposite to that too, whereas there's the Picasso aspect, right? And I don't want to put any negative thoughts out into the world. I'm just stating facts that when an artist is no longer alive, bro, their artwork increases significantly over fucking night. And we
Yeah,
haven't had anything like that occur in this space, thank God, and I don't wish it
yeah,
at all. But when that
yeah.
moment
It's
occurs,
inevitable.
right, when that moment does occur, hopefully 60 fucking years or farther into the future from now, right? Hopefully everybody
Yeah,
lives a long and healthy life, but somebody's going to be a prominent artist in this NFT space, and they will eventually leave this mortal world, bro, and stop creating art and have a Picasso phenomenon where their art may not see true value until unfortunately they're not here to create anymore. And to me, that is, I think, truly empowering to an artist to be able to have a way to kind of leave their legacy's keys with their offspring or loved ones or family or whatever. Is I could leave my
yeah,
print number ones to my kids, and hopefully maybe they could sell it in the future, like or X, Y, and Z, right? So I think like that aspect
yeah.
is really going to
Well,
intrigue people when they realize, when that
yeah.
does happen.
It's about scarcity. You know what I'm saying? When an artist is alive, they're gonna continue to make art. You know what I'm saying? But once an artist passes away, that it's done. That's the supply is now limited. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be able to get the next Picasso. You can only get the last or the first or any in between. You know what I'm saying? You never be able to get the next. There's no more coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the value, I think, comes in there, because collector, you know, they'll look at the art and they'll say, you know, oh, you know, I can probably, you know, this one's too much for me. I can get his next piece probably for a little less. You know what I'm saying? As long as I, you know, I keep an eye out and jump in, you know. But when there's no next piece coming, they're like, I have to have this.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. The FOMO really is going to kick in. It's sort of like when Bitcoin gets to 2,140, scarcity FOMO will really kick in for Bitcoin when people realize that there's not going to be any more mined, or the circulating supply, you know, is going to be down because people will have lost keys and less Bitcoin will be around for us to use. I love the concept that people stick to, the trope. 21 million Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, but you do realize 3 to 4 million of them are basically gone, right? Like lost at the bottom of the ocean. You know, we have a lot less than 21 million Bitcoin if we're going to be real with each other.
Yeah.
And the same can be said with a lot of other cryptos. Yeah,
and even like, you know, the Satoshi wallets and stuff like that. Who knows if Satoshi's even still alive? You know what I'm saying? And so if it, you know, they haven't moved. None of it has moved. You know what I'm saying?
For all we know, Satoshi could have left their keys to their kids and told the lawyer not to give it to them for 50 years or some crazy shit. We don't know. You know, those keys could move in the future if and when that happens. And here's my, I'll kind of wrap things up here because we've been going for a little over an hour, but my Satoshi tinfoil hat theory is Satoshi has set something up. There's already something set up to where I predict that Satoshi's keys will move and all those Bitcoin will be used to airdrop to the most active Bitcoin wallets with the least amount of Bitcoin in them to help raise the plateau of the haves versus the have-nots and to get away from the 1%er problem.
That would make sense based on ideology of the original white paper. You know what I'm saying? So
that's where you know? reading between the lines of the white paper, that's kind of what I think Satoshi will eventually do. Is there's something set up. One day something will trip, a tripwire will trip, and a lot of these active Bitcoin wallets that, you know, don't have whale accounts will get a Satoshi Nakamoto airdrop one day. At least that's how I see it. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's like I would bet that's the kind of person Satoshi was. Like with hindsight and the visionary that Satoshi was, they probably did prepare for something like this to help, you know, the minnows compete with the whales.
Yeah. That would be great. I mean, it's a great dream. You know, who knows if he had the foresight or not? But you know, if it were me, I would have done it. You know what I'm saying? So I really get where you're coming from.
Fingers crossed, because I'm a minnow using my wallet every day. I don't have anything but crypto, man. I'm very cash poor, but I have to spend crypto every day to eat and keep a roof over my head, and it pisses off maximalists because I'm like very anti-hodl. I am not a hodler. Yeah. I'm a user. You know
You're a user, yeah, and that's, you know, to be honest, the market needs more. You know what I'm saying? It would stabilize the value, and it would stabilize higher, honestly, you know, if everybody started using it rather than investing in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stop cashing out and start using it.
Yeah, and you know, crypto for me, I keep it as much as I can, but you know, I always cash out, and you know, I use it to cover bills when bills are low. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I do use it. I like to invest in it, but I'm not patient enough to invest. So, you know, I'm kind of in the same boat with you, you know.
You know, day trading was my life back in 2016 and 2017 with Poloniex. I would be at the gym on the treadmill, running on the treadmill, trying to do fucking shorts and shit, dude. I was addicted to trading. And then over the years, I've learned that I got very lucky. Not so much smart, but I got lucky. And a couple different moves, things could have went very differently for me, spending way more time than necessary just to make a little, you know, couple percents on a couple trades. Started to realize, like, you know, if I would have just hodled my Bitcoin from the very beginning and did nothing else, I'd be way better off than if I did anything with it at all. Like, forget trading.
Yeah.
So I kind of moved out of that camp.
Yeah, you got to be making sure you're outpacing Bitcoin in crypto, and that'll change in the future. Bitcoin is king right now. Everything moves with or against Bitcoin. That's gonna stop soon. You know what I'm saying? Because of diversification in crypto in general and the use cases that are coming out, people are going to start buying into altcoins.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Directly.
Absolutely.
And using those. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, a lot of people just buy into Bitcoin and trade it into and out of Bitcoin and then cash out their Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Well, imagine when the NFT markets have these fiat on ramps that these altcoins have finally got, right? It took years for altcoins to get fiat on ramps where I didn't need to buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum and then trade that for the thing that I wanted. I can just use my account that I have linked to an exchange and just buy that altcoin directly. I don't have to go through a different currency just to buy it. I'm waiting to see it. Maybe Rarible could pull it off. I don't know who or when or how or why they would get to this, but I know that once we see these fiat on ramps for NFTs, it's only going to drive that market so much more farther because of the on ramps. And people don't realize you have to buy a shitcoin just to buy my NFT. That's a barrier of entry when I could just say, use your fucking PayPal account and buy my NFT on Rarible. That's going to be the game changer.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, I don't see it happening with PayPal because of chargebacks and shit like that. But
they got into crypto though, so that's where I'm like, now we can bring PayPal into these conversations.
Yeah, they kind of got into crypto. I don't trust it. Like they said, not your keys, not your coins. You know what I'm saying? And,
well, this is how Cash App started. Cash App started as a custodial, non-transferable, and I think it took them about 6 months to a year to get withdrawing to work. Now you can buy Bitcoin on Cash App, and you can transfer it in and out of Cash App. So it's very much like a regular wallet. I don't know if you actually get your keys on Cash App. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But you can still withdraw your Bitcoin. So that's pretty
put
cool.
it in your own wallet. Yeah.
I mean, these are going to be services for very particular people, the more mundane adopters. But for the more in-depth ones, we're going to have our keys. I definitely see that being like the mainstream standard, not your keys, not your coin. But people will opt out of it, just like they still opt into banking with knowing what the banks do, right? Like everybody knows Wells Fargo was scamming people and they go to court for it. They spent millions of dollars in fines because they were scamming their customers at Wells Fargo. And we still have people opening up their first bank account for their kid at Wells Fargo, right? So people will still know damn well not your keys, not your coin, but they're going to opt into the custodial services. That's just in their nature. People now, they keep large amounts of money in Coinbase and Gemini. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that these people, they're like, I want to invest in it, but I don't want to deal with it. It's like hedge funds. You can get in, we'll keep it secure for you, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And do you worry about them? Do you worry about stuff like Mt. Gox happening to like Rarible, where like there could be some kind of like an exchange hack or an inside job to where like all these NFTs are kind of like stolen, these altcoins kind of get stolen from exchanges, or like I do worry about
Rarible is non-custodial.
Right, but I do worry about them having issues where like BitMEX recently just got shut down. I do worry about like Rarible facing repercussions that are similar to like exchanges that may not do NFTs, but we've even seen like BitMEX recently get shut down and seized by the SEC. I worry about like these platforms, not just like, obviously like you said, they're non-custodial, so that was like a bad example. But like, I do worry about them being like shut down or their servers being seized because of these trades. Because basically what we're doing with NFTs is the same thing people are doing with ERC20s. It's just a shitcoin with art.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though, is I think that the art aspect completely changes the dynamic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't call an artwork a security. It is an investment, you know what I'm saying, but it's not a security. You know what I'm saying? And the art, the physical art market doesn't have the type of regulations that the security market has. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry too much about art. I do worry about custodial art marketplaces. I don't know which ones are custodial, but some of them hold your NFT. It's not in your wallet. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they might end up, you know, there might be a dispute, and you know, the dispute works against you. You get mad about it, and then, you know, you're kind of blackballed in the industry, which is why I like Rarible, because that's not going to happen there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's anarchy, but not too much anarchy.
Yeah, and but I do worry about DApps. You know, I know they're unstoppable, but you know, just because it's unstoppable doesn't mean they're not going to come after you for using it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
so
good point.
Like Uniswap, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I do worry about, but not so much Rarible with trading art. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, there's no. I mean, I'm sure there is some kind of regulation in the art market, but it's not like securities, you know.
Not yet, and definitely not yet, at least. And that's why I really think that you are way ahead of the game on doing what you're doing with NFTs. I don't know if we'll be able to do this in the future, right? Like, maybe the laws will prevent somebody from doing, you know, what Shitcoin Hodler did, you know, in the past. You know, 5 years in the future, you may be like a fucking criminal. We don't know.
Well, I hope not. Shit.
No, I'd be certain that you'd be like grandfathered in or something. But like, what I'm saying is, I might not legally be allowed to sell an NFT to get a tattoo on my body without like paying the tax man a cut. You know, maybe they put capital gains into this lifestyle.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they want to tax me on income, but I didn't keep any of the money. I gave all the money back to the art community, so it's not like I cashed anything out. You know what I'm saying? I cashed out a little bit, but it was below a taxable amount. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So, you know, I made like probably over $13,000 worth of ETH on doing art and the tattoos so far, and I've probably cashed out maybe $1,600. You know what I'm saying? And that was to get an iPad to continue working on art.
Respect, investing back into the art.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
there's a lot of artists out there, hugely talented artists that need a leg up and need more recognition. You know what I'm saying? And I
definitely do.
I'm not hugely recognizable right now, but you know, any recognition I had to get, I've tried to use it in order to promote artists who I feel like deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I wanted to reach out to you and have you on the podcast. It's not like I wanted to use you to launch my NFT or fucking anything. I just wanted to talk to you about what you're doing and help promote you and what you're doing, and hopefully see a community kind of put a campaign together. I would love to see a group of people commission and get in on like a shard, asset of like you. You know, I would love to see that. So I wanted to bring you on to get that out there and tell people, like, this dude's you're doing some revolutionary shit, bro. Like, this is really inspiring to me personally, and I hope that it does inspire more people, and I hope that we end up in this fucking idiocracy world where we have Frito, Olay, and Dorito first names, because maybe Doritos will give me 10 grand for an NFT to change my name to Doritos. Who knows? But you made it fucking possible. You made that possible, bro. So thank you. I guess I'll give you the floor. Show yourself. Let people know where they could go and get one of these NFTs or kind of keep up with what you're doing.
My Rarible URL is app.rarible.com/JFCBishop. It's linked on my Twitter @shitcoinhodler. Can I shout out a couple other artists too?
Always.
All right, so a couple artists I promise shout outs to. Shaolin Shop, he's one of the dopest out there. Bitjamin, he's dope too.
Like Benjamin,
Okin,
I get it.
Yeah. Okin, OKIN. I follow them and they follow me on Twitter if you can't find them. And then Crypto Ninja, we got Cujo, we got Cloud Coastin, Max Osiris, he's already very well known, but go check him out. Makaviti, he's a good one. These are the people I just hang out with in Telegram. They're good artists. They buy my stuff. I buy their stuff. They make great stuff.
Tell them to drop their links. A lot of other good ones. Tell them to come and drop their links under the live stream in the comments, so when people are watching this, they can see the comments below and they can go and engage with this.
All right. I'll let them know.
Good shit.
Whoops.
Yeah, I'm all about shilling my friends and my friends' friends. So yeah, keep a lookout in the comments below. I know Shitcoin Hodler Bishop's pinned tweet is right below this live stream, so go ahead and check that out. His Twitter account is in the title at Shitcoin Hodler, so go ahead and follow him, and keep an eye out in the comments below for the other artists that were mentioned, so you can go ahead and check out their art and see what they're up to. And to me, community like this, like a community built environment where, you know, again, like you mentioned, like you buy their art, they buy your art. That makes me want to buy all of your art. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is like, to me, like a really cool, I would like to say an alliance or whatever. And I would like to, and make sure I'm an investor in an alliance like that. So I think that it's really cool
Well,
that you
the
are coming
whole
together and
community-
supporting each other.
Yeah, the whole community does it. You know what I'm saying? We're all buying from each other. These are just, you know, this is my kind of my home base Telegram, but the whole community is coming together, you know, and supporting each other, promoting each other. And it's really like you get into crypto and, you know, you kind of feel like, you know, sometimes people aren't that nice, you know what I'm saying? But when I got into crypto art, it was arms wide open all across the board. You know what I'm saying? They're like, welcome. You're one of us. Drop some art. You know what I'm saying? Buy some art.
Dude, the
Yeah.
NFT community is 100% less toxic than the fucking token and crypto community. I'll
Yeah.
say that all day. You fucking tokenizers are toxic pieces of shit. But the NFT community is like pure love, bro. It's like walking into like what I imagine Burning Man would be like if they were into tokenomics.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and you know, we got to get some crypto art conventions going. I've been saying that. You know?
I actually organized blockchain art conferences, at least 3 or 4 of them throughout my
wow.
time. A few in
dude, let me know
Texas.
next time.
Yeah, man, for sure. I would love to put
Oh, I
something
can
out
get
together.
to Texas.
I'm
Yeah.
not going back. I got a warrant there now, man. They've been trying to.
Okay.
They've been trying to get me for like 2 years now, and I'm not go. They just want me to come to Texas for my court date, and I'm like, never gonna happen. Transfer,
All right, well-
transfer the case to New Jersey, and I'll go to the court here. And they don't want to transfer the case because they know it'll get thrown out as soon as they transfer it. So they just, I see what they're
Let
up
me
to.
list. Since we're talking about warrants, let me list some states not to have the conferences in. Do not have a conference in Virginia, Connecticut, Rhode Island, or Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, no, that's my hometown. That's exactly where I was thinking of having it.
Oh no. Well, I could sneak in, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a fake ID. I'm sure I could get you one too. A lot of people question why I have a fake ID, and I'm like, it says my name's Satoshi Nakamoto on my fake ID. That's why I have it. All right, man, I'll let you get going, bro. And before I do want to say I see the pup. I love that it's just like chilling, perched on the back of your chair. What's the doggy's name? The Doge's name?
That's Dobby.
Dobby. Oh, Harry Potter. I love it. Definitely has Dobby-esque vibes.
Yeah, he's got abstract art on his head.
All right, well, Dobby Bishop, I appreciate your time, bro. Thank you so much for coming on and shilling yourself. I feel like people like you don't do yourself enough service by shilling yourself. And I don't know if you feel like you may need permission to, but bro, please shill yourself so you can inspire people to do what you're doing, because I see a lot of potential in this concept, and I would love to see more people run with it. And I want to see you get more success out of this. So if you guys are watching, let's talk about trying to get a Ken Bozak tattoo on Bishop.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Community, we can make this happen. And all right, we're out. And as always, have a day.
There are many different ways to buy Bitcoin, but the cheapest and fastest way to buy Bitcoin with cash is with a coin flip Bitcoin ATM. Coin flip ATMs allow anyone to buy Bitcoin with the lowest fees and within just a few steps. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm one of the hundreds of store owners who partner with CoinFlip. In this convenient store, we host a CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM. We earn passive income, more foot traffic, and we get free advertising done by the CoinFlip team. Getting the ATM was easy. We just contact the CoinFlip team at info@coinflip.tech, and they handle everything with no cost to the store owner. This includes installation, maintenance, marketing, and even 24/7 customer service. We just provide a small space within the store. To get your own CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM and join the monetary revolution, contact CoinFlip today. info@coinflip.tech or fill out the form at request.coinflip.tech. 773-800-0106.
Whether you're brand new to cryptocurrency or an expert, Hodl is the app for you. Are you tired of dealing with the exchanges, their unreliability, and high fees? Welcome to the new cryptocurrency standard. Hodl is your one-stop shop for accumulating cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. This is the easiest way for you to accumulate crypto and manage it. Download the Hodl app now. Create your profile, link one or more bank accounts, set up your dashboard, and let Hodl do the rest. It's easy and fast. Hodl provides multiple ways to purchase and accumulate crypto. Included are advanced automated buying features along with direct market buys. You have total control of your money and which cryptocurrencies get purchased, with options including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tether, Ripple, among others. Use the Roundup feature to automatically purchase crypto with your spare change after making everyday purchases. Easily increase your Roundup growth by using the Boost Growth option and boost your Roundups by either 2, 3, or 5 times. The Autopilot feature allows you to purchase crypto based on the amount and frequency you choose. Set it and forget it. Buy and sell in real time. The coins you buy are the coins you get. Hodl holds 100% true blockchain purchases. No downtime. Super secure. Lower fees, and you get 24/7 support. Hodl makes it easy for you to create and manage a diversified cryptocurrency portfolio. Look forward to future enhancements coming soon, as well as additional cryptocurrency options. Download the Hodl app today and get started now.